Hi, my name's Stephen. When did you realise you were having problems with your mental health and how did it make you feel? I think I always knew that I was having problems because I just felt really different to everyone else. Like I knew it was a mental health thing, but I didn't realise that it was mental health. I felt really different to everyone else. I really struggled in school. It just made me feel alone really, because I just felt like I was weird and no one else was like me. How did you feel before you had spoken to anyone about your mental health? Just lonely. You can be surrounded by loads of people, but it just feels like no one understands you. I guess I just felt like I never had the right words to tell people how I was feeling. I was just always worried how people would react if I told them. Once when I was young, a friend of mine just said to me that he thought I was a bit mental and that I could do with having some counselling. I managed to see a counsellor. She was different to, I think, what counselling is now. It was just some guy sitting in a room. He didn't actually say anything. He just waited for me to talk. So for the first 2 sessions, I didn't say anything. And then I got really fed up with him, so I started talking then. That was probably about 13 years ago. And after that counselling ended, I didn't talk to anyone for a long time. And then I tried to take my own life in 2013. I don't know, I didn't feel like I could talk to my parents or my family, so I just went to the doctors and asked for help, and I was lucky that the first doctor that I saw was fantastic. And what are the different reactions you have had when you've told people about your mental health? The bad reactions are people just being not very nice really. I've had people say things like, have you taken your tablets today? I can laugh at now, but it's really hard to take when you hear it sometimes. When I spoke to my friend Sam, he was probably the easiest person to speak to because he was the first person that I could really open up to, like a male friend that I could really open up to. I could talk to him about my kind of stuff and family stuff, and he just seemed to know all the answers, I guess, really. It's hard to be friends with someone like me with anxiety and depression. And we've had quite a stormy relationship. In the beginning, I felt like he kind of saved my life, because if he hadn't told me to talk to someone, if he wasn't there when I needed him, then I don't think I'd be here today. But I think the bad reactions, as long as you're around good people, the bad reactions can make you stronger, because these people just don't understand what you're going through, so you can't kind of dwell on the bad reactions. You just gotta listen to the good ones. Have you ever experienced discrimination? Yeah, I was bullied in school, so I guess that's kind of discrimination as well. I just felt a bit isolated, I guess, when I was when it happened in work. People just don't think you're capable of doing things. I think you could talk, but it's not necessarily to the people that you think you should talk to. I still find it tough to talk to my parents about my mental health. And if I had just gone through my life thinking I've got to talk to them, then I wouldn't have talked to anybody. Being around someone with mental health problems is difficult, and they ask you questions and you might not be ready for questions to be asked, and you might react badly to it. But I think you've just got to listen sometimes and try and understand what people themselves feel about mental health and what they can and can't understand about mental health. Just be happy with who you are, really. Everyone I've met with mental health problems seems to be really lovely, so maybe that's the key thing about mental health that we all forget, is we're all really lovely people. So just thinking you're good enough is the biggest challenge. I think, whatever it is, there's part of my brain telling me that I'm not good enough, and I think if you're gonna end discrimination, then the best way to do it is for everyone just to talk about mental health. It's just as important as physical health, and everyone talks about physical health. We've got to do it together, not just the people with mental illness, but the people without it. So yeah, just work together, and I think we can end discrimination.